I review a lot of Adidas shoes, especially their Boost lineup and their Alpha Bounce lineup. And rarely do I ever talk about other brands. Why this matters is because Adidas has a large momentum moving forward into the future for them. They're consistently pushing out minimal, effective, and fantastic products that I loved over the past 2 years of reviewing shoes. But there are many other shoe brands out there, and they're not going to ignore the momentum that Adidas is picking up, or else they're going to lose their side of the market. So those other brands must introduce new and better shoes to compete with what Adidas is offering. This type of competition is the only way to keep Adidas on its toes. And I'm not saying Adidas isn't doing a great job right now. Adidas is really throwing their momentum forward into the future, and they're consistently innovating, consistently making new measures, consistently raising the bar higher for all these other companies. But competition is the only way that's lighting a fire under Adidas, and that's the only way they will continue to try to grab even bigger margins in the market. Which is why today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the New Balance 574 Sport, because I like the Adidas Boost technology, I like the Alpha Bounce technology, but at the same time, I want to open my eyes to more variety. I want to know what I'm missing out on these other markets. I want to know what are they offering in order to see if everyone else is on the same playing field or even better than what Adidas is offering right now. Not because I'm not satisfied with Boost, but because it's just better to know your market, better to know everything else around you. Ronnie Fiege and New Balance just collaborated again to create the Dover Street Market version. I do not have the Dover Street Market version, mainly because I found the red, black, and white colorway even more in tune with what I like. And the Dover Street Market versions are really dope. I really wish they also added the switch and swap logos for the New Balance logo on the original ones. But of course, it's special features that are only available on collaboration only products. I know that a lot of runners actually look towards New Balance for their next stride forward. But to me, New Balance runners has always been a little bit too extra. They always have a little bit too much color or a little bit too much going on. And for me, I feel like it needed a kick of minimalism, which is exactly what Adidas is doing. So realistically for me, visual wise, I can only see myself buying their lifestyle sneakers because their colors are a little bit more toned down and a little bit more simple and minimal. So this video is my impression of the 574 Sport. New Balance 574S sports nubuck leather as a part of the main construction of the shoe, the toe box, the eyelets, as well as the heel area. This is borrowing from the original 574, which also sports nubuck leather. Light gray double stitching is what holds all the upper together. They used a stretchy neoprene type mesh around the ankle collar, as well as a thicker mesh on the forefoot. They also have a foam insole similar to the Reebok's Ortholite insole. Now I'm not sure who did it first, but it doesn't really matter as it actually really just adds more comfort into the shoe. They have a rubber outsole and a special EVA foam for the Fresh Foam midsole. The end logo and the heel area also has reflective patches, which I think is giving homage to the runner culture. They used the same general design from the original 574 for the leather pieces. But from what I can judge in the pictures, the 574S seems to have a narrower toe box compared to the original, which is a little bit more well-rounded. The design on the ankle collar is actually a booty type ankle collar, as opposed to the regular 574, which is a tongue. The color blocking is minimal and very beautifully done, as this is probably what made the New Balance 574 stand out. On the midsole, the tessellated triangle-shaped geometric pattern is part of what tells the consumer where the Fresh Foam technology is located. They also incorporate end cap and absorb crash pad to the heel area. These features are a part of New Balance's comfort technology, and I will go in depth further in the next section. Due to the nature of materials used, comparing to an Adidas Ultra Boost or Pure Boost, these shoes do crease as you use them, albeit only in the midsole area where the Fresh Foam is. But that's not to say Boost doesn't crease. It does crease, but very minimally. The comfort right away is between an Ultra Boost and an Alpha Bounce. It's soft where you need it most, yet it's supportive and responsive. Since it is a lifestyle sneaker, you can definitely tell that this shoe is made for walking. There is a neutral to medium arch support in the shoe. The toe box in the forefoot area, due to the suede construction, really locks down your foot, making it snug, so definitely go half size up for this shoe. Because the toe box area is snug, it is actually lightly hugging your ankle collar, making the support of the shoe holding down your foot evened out on the front and the back, unlike the Ultra Boost, where it is mainly locked down on the ankle area. Surprisingly, the 574S is actually much lighter than it looks. However, the Adidas Ultra Boost is still very light and almost feels like it's not on your feet, which is great for runners, but then again, the 574S is not for running. The best comfort on this shoe is the correct placement of squishiness and responsiveness. Something I've never experienced before is front toe pads. I wore Adidas because it gave me an abundance amount of squishiness in the heel area, and naturally, like most people, I'm a heel striker. But with Boost, I seldomly feel any squishiness on the front ball of my feet, even though there is Boost. But with the 574, I can definitely feel it right away. It's almost like it's raised a little to be supporting the bottom of the front ball of your feet as well. The heel comfort is fantastic. It's squishy, yet it has stability. Now, I'm not familiar with New Balance's technology. The end cap and the Adsorb crash pad are the two main features around the heel area. As well, of course, is the Fresh Foam. The end cap is the matte looking hard plastic around the ankle area. The end cap is what makes the structure stay the same, but also still feel the squishiness right between your heel. Sometimes you don't have stability and your heel might be thrown off, but with the end cap, it actually apparently locks it down for you. And the Adsorb crash pad is the part where it has a thicker EVA foam. It's supposed to help you with your heavy impact in your heel strike. And of course, there's Fresh Foam, which also gives you the squishiness while you're walking and having the rest of the support there. The Fresh Foam gives you a rebound back. It's responsive and it's squishy. At the bottom of the shoe, near the heel side, you can see that there's a column, and if you put your finger there and squish it, that's actually the real squishiness of what you're feeling under your heel and your foot while you're walking in the Fresh Foam. With Boost, your direction of cushioning is 360. With the 574 Fresh Foam, it is up and down comfort, no side to side. When you squish the Fresh Foam downwards, it folds downwards into the shapes of the geometric midsole. Now for the people who's been watching my videos, you guys know that I have two preferences in all my shoes. Number one is comfort and number two is looks. And if those two things are completely fulfilled, I'll definitely support having that design or that company make that shoe. And for me, I think this New Balance is really, really good. It's not like an Ultra Boost good, it's not like a Pure Boost good, but in its own way, it has its own good properties. This shoe does not disappoint, and it's really amazing what New Balance has done here. They took their own styles and their own flavors and made a really comfortable shoe that is good looking. Like, this is very minimal. This is probably one of the most minimal shoes I've seen from New Balance. It takes a really sleek, streamlined shape, and it also has really good comfort, not straying away from their roots, such as their end cap technology, their Adsorb crash pad, and introducing the new Fresh Foam. While Fresh Foam's not necessarily new, they've been doing it since 2013, I think. I'm not too sure. You can look it up. But of course, any new technology can always be reiterated and keep on making. But this is the first Fresh Foam that has really caught my eye, which is why I've copped it to show you guys. Mind you, this is seriously my first time trying New Balance, and I can tell you I am impressed. I'm really impressed with the technology. I'm impressed with the look of it, and it is very comfortable. I definitely support New Balance for changing their direction with their Fresh Foam models. This one, it seems like it has a bright future ahead of it, and it's not too expensive. It's about $192 Canadian after taxes, so it's still a very affordable and comfortable sneaker to rock around. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this refreshing look at a new brand that I've never talked about on this channel, as well as a new silhouette. This has been Billy Visuals. You guys just got visualized, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.